this episode. It's a new season up at the Gold Shack. Winter has come and now spring makes its way up the mountain. The change in weather brings opportunity for us to get some much needed projects done around the shack while also taking in all of the wildlife and fresh scenery of the new season. Life at the shack requires a lot of hard work. It's not all gold pans and sunny days, although we did find time to do some sampling around the property and made a surprising discovery along the way. Home sweet home. Yeah, this was all covered in snow. Looking okay. Don't see any damage. But one thing that I do see is the hill slid again. At least the road didn't slide away. I'd rather this top part slide than the actual road. Last time it was the road. Constant battles up here. It's not all fun and games, not all prospecting and finding gold and fun in the water. Not at all. And that's one of the reasons why we're here on this trip. We have a project to do, some erosion control, some seeding, and there's a wash up here, another one that we've temporarily fixed, and it's been holding up, but there's a tarp on it that's getting deteriorated and it needs some attention. So we're going to put that seed down. We're also going to put the erosion control matting over the seed. Hopefully that seed will take and start to sprout. And this spring we'll have all kinds of grass on that hillside holding it together. That's the goal. This time of year is a welcome change from the hot summer months. Everything is clean and the forest is alive, and the bugs don't seem to bother us much. The animals come out from hiding and seem eager to take advantage of the break in the weather. How's this hummingbird situation going? All right.
He wants a dead cat.
He likes it. Oh, he thinks this thing right here.
He thinks it's a toy.
Where's that? Dead cat. What is up, you guys? Prospector Jerry and Prospector Inga. We are back up here at the Gold Shack. It is February and we have lots of projects to do. We're going to try to do some prospecting. We're going to see if that happens, but mostly doing projects. Wintertime is projects up here. Phoenix, come on back. Look at this guy. He's trying to go explore. Phoenix, come on. He's a city boy. I don't trust him taking off too far.
No, and he's testing his limits.
Yeah.
He's a little far away, and then
he'll look back like, is this cool? Is this okay?
Doesn't see anything. I'm gonna keep going.
Yeah. Phoenix loves the cabin, huh? You love the cabin. He loves it. He can't wait to come out to the cabin. Phoenix is a good dog. He's a smart dude. He listens well. He's stubborn sometimes, but he's smart and he listens. And he's very well behaved. He doesn't bark. He's a good boy. Shack's looking good. It's a mess. That's another project. It's really hard to tell, but this place is pretty packed. A lot of stuff going on up here. Lots of stuff up underneath there. That's another project we're going to do. We're going to get all the stuff that we don't use and get it out of here and make some more room, because I have some shelves I want to do. I want to do a nice big shelf across the top of there to put stuff. Maybe another shelf up here. Shelves are kind of where it's at. I don't know if I'm going to put something up there. I was thinking about hanging a detector maybe up here or something. Maybe a couple of shelves right here. But we're very limited on space. I mean, we don't have very much space in here. This is basically just to sleep. The shack is tiny. It's cozy, it's nice, it's comfortable, but it is tiny. So plan is, we're just going to hang out tonight. We're finally done. We're settled in. It takes about an hour or 2 hours to get this place up and settled when we get up here. The first 2 days are going to be our project days. And then we're up here a couple more days after that, and hopefully we're done with all our projects by then and we can do some prospecting. Got to get the chores done first, because that's why we're here.
Yeah.
That's the important stuff.
As the sun begins to set, the canyon begins to sing a melody of frog croaks and cricket chirps, which is surprisingly loud but welcoming as this brief spell marks the change of the season.
You ready?
Ready.
Ready?
Yeah.
You ready, Phoenix? He's ready. This is what we're working on today. So the plan is to take this roll here. Well, actually, first plan, we'll just take we'll leave this little bit of a lip. I think I'm gonna use that lip and bury that with some rock here. That'll help. I'll go underneath it with this layer that I'm gonna put on now. Leave that just little lip there, and then we'll cover it with rock, and that'll help go over the edge, hopefully. But I'm gonna go down here first and collect this, get it out of here, what I can. And then we'll pull out the matting, see how much of it there is. I think it was like 160 feet. That's about a 30 foot, I think, from there to there, 25, 30. So I think we have enough to cut it and do layers and go across. Fingers crossed.
I originally put down this tarp back in 2023 to prevent the hill from sliding further, which has worked up until now. The reason the road slid here is the slope of the road eroded down and eventually water started flowing over the edge instead of along the hillside. This was recently corrected with the grading and resurfacing of the road. Now that the tarp's fallen apart, the hill is still exposed to the rain and snow, and without vegetation, it will continue to erode. Eventually, I plan to bring in some earth-moving equipment to repair this properly. But for now, hopefully some vegetation might help buy us some time until then. This seed is a sorghum Sudan grass hybrid, which is supposed to be good for erosion control, and the deer don't particularly like it much. The erosion control matting is plant-based, and hopefully will hold on to the seed and give it some footing for the grass to grow from. We secured it using ground staples and hammered them in every couple of feet. This worked well and holds the matting tight to the hillside. As long as the animals stay off it, it just may work out. I headed up to the diggings and grabbed some river gravel to create a raised berm along the edge. Once the gravel was in place, I used the UTV to compact it down and give it some shape.
Not too bad. I think it came out pretty decent. Got a good little berm around the edge. The edge is pretty well secured, covered. You got that few different layers with that tarp that we left in place on the very edge. Then went over it and stapled over that with rock. So this edge underneath all this stuff is still going to stay pretty dry because it has a whole layer of tarp that was buried. You can kind of see it up there. So that's pretty good. And then it's kind of integrates into the slope, which hopefully is, I mean, this is all seeded, so hopefully all this seed will take here. That's the plan, at least. There's a lot of seed in this, a lot of seed along the edge even here. Hopefully it takes, and this road lasts another 20, 30 years before we have to do something else. If we could stop this hill from sliding right here, you know, it could buy us a lot of time.
We continued with maintenance around the property, which includes routinely digging out debris from the ditch along the road. I've always wondered if there's gold in this. We may have to look into that soon. I made some room around the slide for now and cleared a downed tree from the road. We finished our chores for the day, so decided to do a little prospecting. We headed up to the diggings to have a look around. The Diggins is an old hydraulic working that produced a large amount of fine gold in its day, and surveys suggest there's still a lot there. The majority is claimed and being prepared to work by a current claim owner.
This is where all the gold's gonna be. Watch.
We stopped in an area nearby to do a test pan to get an idea of the gold
You
values.
wanted me to dig right here. You're trying to tell me this whole time. Well, all the gold is right here. We'll dig it for you. Look at all the gold. Well, he's got a couple piles over here. This is your gold? Okay, let's see. Phoenix digging.
Poor Phoenix had to be leashed up as he wanted to be in that water bad. Phoenix loves the water.
Cut, let's get more. I missed a spot. That's for the next pan. If there's good gold in it, I'll pan that. Yeah. Phoenix got us on the gold, guys. Where do we dig next? It'd be like right there.
Yeah.
Seeing this gold gave me an idea.
Alright. Got the panning station going. This water right here comes from way up here. Well, not even that far. Right up there, there's a tank, a little rain catch system my old man made when we first got this place. Just so we'd have some kind of water, not to drink, wash our hands and whatnot. Don't use it for much, but I got a few more storms worth of water, so we'll fill this up and then that thing will fill back up. And we'll have some panning water. And I think we're going to look for gold just right around the cabin. What the heck? A nice broad sample of this stuff.
This ditch runs for about a mile along the hill to this point. Let's see if there's any gold coming from the hillside.
Black sands.
That's Gus Chiggins, by the way, our resident Lego prospector.
Oh yeah, there's tons of gold in this. Wow. There's so much fine gold in this. It's like flour, but there's a lot of it. Wow. All right, we got it panned out. It's an impressive amount of gold in this. Definitely gonna have to look at this a little bit better, the spot that is. Look at that. You see at the top of the pan, that ring, that's gold. That right there, all of that gold. There is a distinct line of flour gold at the top of that pan. So, I don't know how much. I couldn't even give you a weight estimate, but in one pan, for there to be that much, that, you know, if you could find a spot where that was very consistent, shovel that into a sluice. I mean, that's, yeah, there's a considerable amount of gold right there in one pan. Oh yeah, there's a better picture. Look at that. Well, as you can tell, that's a pretty good amount of gold for such a small sample. What should we call that? Gus's secret stash? That's Gus's secret stash. Got Gus's, you guys want to do a pan of Gus's secret stash, man? He's got that fine gold, that old timer right there. Yeah, we had an awesome day. We did a lot of projects today. Probably more projects than we did prospecting, but
Yeah.
got a lot done today, a lot done yesterday. Looking forward to this year. It's going to be an awesome 2026. Looking forward to getting some great gold, getting down on the river, getting back to our old spots, but finding some new spots as well. And that's kind of why we were out doing what we're doing today, playing around just kind of outside of the river. Still got to take you guys down to the creek. That's another video I want to do soon. We have a creek in between, well, down in here. He got us on the gold today. His tantrum dig, the tantrum cut. That's where the most gold was today, up at the diggings. Good job, buddy. Yeah, you. Good job today. If you like this video, please hit that thumbs up. Maybe drop a comment. Tell us, what you enjoyed, what you want to see. If you got any ideas, something we missed, love to hear from you. Thanks, guys. We'll see you on the next one.
The projects at the shack never end. Some are very much necessary, while others are just for fun. The next day, we decided to pan out the residual material from the bed of the UTV. This has accumulated over the years, but most of it's from the recent gravel collected at the diggings for the road repair.
There we go. Nice pan of material. Let's go pan it out. UTV bed gold, side by side gold. You see that up there? All that yellow up there. It's there. Not getting rich, but it's in that truck bed. Pretty cool.
If you're interested in purchasing gold and minerals included in these episodes, please check out my Etsy store with the link listed below. I'd like to say thank you to all my Patreon members. It's because of you that these adventures are possible, and I can't thank you enough for all of the support. If you're considering becoming a Patreon member, check out the link in the description below. Patreon members have many benefits, including group dig events, access to my private gold claim, and locations of some of my favorite spots included in these episodes, so you can experience your own golden adventure. There's also a link in the top right corner of the next screen. If you enjoyed this video, please hit that thumbs up button and drop a comment below. Thank you for watching, and as always, I wish you heavy pans.